guys, welcome to Gospel News on Gospel TV Africa. My name is Rema. And on today's news, we have WIZKID, and we're going to be looking at the top 10 songs on the BillBoard Afrobeat US chart. And also, we have BlaqBonez, a maker. I love to call him a maker on the news today. But before going on to what we have for you on today's news, guys, I want to say thank you for all you do for us here on the channel. We see all of it, and we really do appreciate you. And if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe. And also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and also when we drop new videos for you. Alright guys, so starting off the news, we have Machala Big Wiz in the building. The last time we had WIZKID on the news was because he was going to be headlining day 3 at the Hype Fest alongside CK and Arasta. And like I said, I'm not actually surprised in Arasta because most of the concert or festivals that we actually get to have WIZKID, you always get to see Arasta. And actually, these guys have been sitting in the studio a couple of times, and WIZKID has also, hinted us that Arasta is going to be part of his More Loveless Ego album that's going to be dropping very soon. But the reason why we have WIZKID on the news is because of his Call Me Everyday song with Chris Brown that was on the Breezy album. So WIZKID's Call Me Everyday has amassed 5,850,247 audio streams in the US just as of last week. The most streamed song from the Breezy album. So WIZKID and Chris Brown's Call Me Everyday is the most streamed song of the Breezy album. And people are like, okay, this is Big Wiz. Like, they're actually giving all of them accolades and flowers to WIZKID, saying this is a WIZKID effect, talking about the fact that okay, we have other top guys on this album, but how come it's just the song with WIZKID that is doing a whole lot of numbers? Alright guys, away from WIZKID and Chris Brown, we're going to be looking at the BillBoard US Afrobeat songs. We're going to be looking at the top 10 songs on the chart. Alright, so we have Essence at number 1. Essence WIZKID featuring Justin Bieber and Tems. It's been on the chart for 14 weeks, peaked at number 1 last week and number 2, and right now has gone up to number 1. Then we have Free Mind by Tems Baby. It has been on this chart for 14 weeks, peaked at number 1 last week at number 1. We have Love Wantinty by CK, has been on the chart for 14 weeks, peaked at number 1 last week at number 4, now has gone up to number 3. And for number 4, we have Peru, Fireboy DML and Ed Sheeran, a very stubborn song. Has been on the chart for 14 weeks, peaked at number 1 last week at number 3, but has gone down to number 4. Then for number 5, we have Last by Burna Boy. Has been on the chart for 6 weeks, peaked at number 4 last week and number 6, has gone up to number 5. For number 5, we have Higher by Tems. Has been on the chart for 8 weeks, peaked at number 5 last week and number 5, has gone down to number 6. Then for number 7, we have Peace Be Unto You by Ashake. Is actually new on the chart. Has been on the chart for just 1 week, peaked at number 7, still at number 7. Then for number 8, we have Kiss Daniel Buga featuring Techno. Has been on the chart for 7 weeks, peaked at number 6 last week at number 8, currently on number 8. Then we have Finesse by Fuse and Buju. Has been on the chart for 14 weeks, peaked at number 5 last week at number 5, right now has gone down to number 9. And lastly on this chart, we have Attention by Omale and Justin Bieber. Has been on the chart for 14 weeks, peaked at number 4 last week at number 21, and has just gone up to number 10. Man, from 21 to number 10. That's like a really serious run. And this is actually coming after, we had Justin Bieber and Omale perform the song recently. Like, it was really beautiful to see. So yes, Omale and Justin Bieber, Attention at number 10. Yes, that's all on the top 10 chart, top 10 songs on the BillBoard US Afrobeat chart. Alright guys, so lastly on the news, we have a maker, BlaqBonez. I don't know why I love calling him a maker. Alright, so BlaqBonez, who actually just dropped the collaborative album with Chocolate City, Behold the Lamb, has really been trying to push this particular album. Like, he's been pushing it back to back. I know when it comes to BlaqBonez, when he actually wants to push a project or when he wants to drop a project, he comes up with different kind of publicity stunts. It comes out with a lot of things, and people have actually also come on social media to give him accolades, saying that he's one artist that is actually very active on social media, and this actually helps him get to push whatever project or whatever thing that he actually wants to do. Alright, the reason why we have BlaqBonez on the news today is because of Rema and WIZKID. Alright, so like you all know, Rema has been talking a whole lot about things on, Twitter. But there was something he said about WIZKID, and people were like, okay, it means these guys are actually really getting close. So Rema says, if Big Wiz passes the blunt, I will smoke. And BlaqBonez actually went ahead to retweet, the same thing, but then he actually changed something. So BlaqBonez saying, if Big Wiz pass me Colorado, I will smoke. Then also Rema actually said, love Damini, the album, that's my big bro. And BlaqBonez went ahead to post the same thing, saying, love Damini, that's my big bro. And people were like, okay, BlaqBonez, what's actually wrong with you? Why are you trying to imitate, Rema? Why? For me, right, as people are like, see, we actually know this is Emeka, we know this is his style. Like, whenever he wants to push, an album, whenever he wants to push a project, this guy is always coming up with different things. And there's been a whole lot of positive feedback from the Behold the Lamb album, talking about the fact that you see BlaqBonez, they actually killed it on that particular, album. So go stream or go listen to Behold the Lamb and come tell us what you think about that album in the comment section, guys. And we'll be in the comment section responding to some of your comments, if not all. We see all you do for us here on the channel, and we really do appreciate you. Bye for now. My name is Imara.